Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name's Alicia and I post lifestyle and vlogs and travel guides, and today I'm coming to you guys with a very highly requested video of what's on my iPhone. I just did a whole video on unboxing and setting up my iPhone 13. I got it a couple days ago and I've been loving it so far. So if you want to see that, that's on my channel now. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the apps that I have on my phone, how I design my apps. I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. One is through a free downloader, and the second one is through Canva, and that is a great way to really fully customize how you want to make your apps. And if a downloader doesn't have a certain app that you want to create, I'll show you like a cool trick to get the right colors and everything for your icon and your aesthetic wallpaper and background that we all love. And I'm going to be taking you guys through a little bit of my Canva and my Lightroom and how I edit a lot of my pictures, how I make my thumbnails, and my content creation. If you guys are new here, I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. But right now, let's get into the video. All right, so first up, I wanted to show you guys my wallpaper. So this is my current wallpaper. It's kind of like a fall beachy background. I personally love the ocean and I love the beach, so I kind of kept that through as a bit of my theme for my iPhone, but I also really enjoy transitioning it for fall, so I kind of did a little bit of a mix. And maybe once we get more into the fall, like deep fall season, I might change my colors, but I just love the beach and it makes me really happy. So that is what that looks like. All right, so for the rest of this, I'm going to actually screen record on my phone so you guys can see exactly what I'm going through. So when you first open up the screen, I just redesigned all of this today and I'm in love with it. So I have a big widget up top with my calendar. So I have my phone, FaceTime, photos, calendar, maps, weather, clock, and notes. Those are pretty much my main apps that I use. And then down at the bottom, I have my messages, Safari, music, and my YouVersion Bible app, because those are pretty much what I go to daily. So it's just easy for those to be right up at the bottom. So that's kind of what we have on this first screen. I kept it pretty simple. I might add like a little picture on the bottom, but I just like how you can still see the ocean picture as my wallpaper. And then on the second slide, I have more of my social medias that I use very frequently. So first off, I have Instagram, and so this is kind of my page and my postings, and if you aren't following me on Instagram, you definitely should. I like post a lot on my stories, mostly of Archie, of course. And then I have my Snapchat, which is so fun. Hello guys. And then I have TikTok, which you should be following me on TikTok as well. I've been posting a lot more. And then my Pinterest. So on my Pinterest, you can go follow me on there. I created a whole board on my iPhone customization, so you're able to see all of the customizations there. So I have this board here, and I'm going to be adding more to it and like all of the icons that I have, so you guys can use the same icons as me and like some inspiration and some different pictures. I obviously love the ocean, so that's what I have on Pinterest. And then I have Facebook, VSCO, but I really don't use VSCO, honestly. I might try to like post more on there. Twitter, which I really don't go on, and my Gmail. And my widgets for this page, I actually use the Bible app widget, and today's verse is, if you openly declare that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And I just love having the Bible app on there because it's a constant reminder, and then just kind of like this pretty picture of a book and coffee. I don't know, I've been trying to read more, so it's kind of a little bit of a motivation for me, and that's kind of what I use my wallpaper and my phone for as well, just kind of more motivation to help remind myself of what I want to work on, and constant reminders because I'm obviously always on my phone, so I am able to see that there. So this is more of my content page, so I have YouTube Studio, so I can see my analytics and respond to your guys' comments. TubeBuddy, and I have my Like to Know It creator. So I just created my creator account, so you can shop my look. So you can go on here and see everything that I bought. These jeans are actually amazing. So you can go follow me on there to shop my links, and I have my furniture links and everything on there, skincare, hair care, everything. So that's a good one to go follow me at as well. I feel like this whole video I've like been saying that, but kind of just going through my phone and showing you guys how I can help. And then I have Canva, which I use Canva for everything. If you're a content creator, you definitely need to go look at Canva. So this is how I create my thumbnails and my reels and all of my banners and overlays. And I'll come back to this to show you guys how I created my icons for the phone. And next I have Lightroom, which is how I like to edit a lot of my pictures. So I have all of these pictures on here that I've been going through and editing. I'm trying to keep a lot of the edits rather simple just because that's how I like to have them. And then I also have Later. I actually just downloaded this a couple days ago. That way I can schedule my uploads. That way I don't have to like go on my phone. I can like schedule a lot of my uploads in the morning and kind of be done for the day. So that works for Instagram, Reels, and TikTok. So I have that. And then I have InShot. So I really like using InShot for edits on my phone, so it's just a lot easier than iMovie for the phone. I like iMovie for the computer, but for the phone it is just terrible, so I'd recommend InShot. And then I have this app called Flick Hashtags, and it helps you with your Instagram hashtags, and you can kind of go through and it tells you like your smart hashtags, all of your top performing hashtags that you can use for your Instagram. So I just like using that because it's an easy tool to know which hashtags aren't banned, some of your favorites, top performing hashtags. And I also have this app called Jiffy, which I use to create my GIFs for YouTube. So when I like repost a video that I have for the day, I use like a little snippet and I just create them here, and it's really easy, really straightforward. There are some ads, but it's free. It's an easy app to use. And I use Retouch. So what I use Retouch for, I'll give you guys a little tutorial here, is to actually blur the edges of my photos. So on my thumbnails, that way there's not the straight line on there. I don't know why, I just like the look of it more. But you can use line removal, and you can just scroll down on it and it starts to blend it. Obviously on this picture it doesn't look great on here. Those are really helpful as well. And I also have my like to know it for shopping other creators. I honestly pretty much just follow Danny Austin because she has the best finds. I feel like I talk about her all the time, but I like her like to know it, and I'm trying to just learn more about it too, so that way I can get you guys the best deals as well. And I also have this little quote that I have up top. It says, drink water, move your body, get enough sleep, eat whole foods, focus on gratitude, get creative, connect with others, and be kind to yourself. Live well. And I just kind of like that on my content page because that's what I'm trying to live by, and it's a little motivation and what I'm trying to do with my content to inspire you guys as well. Obviously I'm not perfect, I'm still working on a lot of these, but it's just a good reminder on my content page. All right, so then on my next page, this isn't as aesthetic looking, but everything kind of has its own folders. But I have my app for all my banking and my Poshmark, so if you want to shop my clothes, you can shop it there. And then I have entertain. We have like Netflix, Hulu, everything pretty much on here, Audible and podcasts. Currently, my favorite podcasts are Fun on Weekdays and Gals on the Go and Crime Junkies. Those are my current favorites. And then I also have an app for all my sports. If you didn't know, I love sports. I played basketball pretty much my entire life. I even coached and played in college. So I have all my apps here for buying tickets for football and ESPN. I'm trying to actually get this video done so that I can go watch my Seahawks after this. And then I have an app just for my car and for when I was like door dashing and Stride and all of that, and my insurance, just to kind of keep that all together for my car. And then I have my shopping app. So obviously I have Amazon and Target. I love Instacart, HelloFresh, and Starbucks, of course. And then I have this app called Shop, which I recently found this app and I love it. It basically has all of your orders in here, and if you hook it up with your email, it'll automatically take that. That way you can have all your deliveries in one place. So especially during the holiday season, that would be really nice to be able to have that all in one spot. And I have Open Table where you can schedule your reservations, Chewy, DoorDash, Costco, Sam's Club. I love myself some Domino's as well, and just a couple other apps that I like to use. And then I have my travel. I love using hotels.com and kind of my flights. And I also love this app called All Trails. I actually used it when we were going camping, but basically it finds all of the trails by you and gives you rankings, and it can navigate you directly to the trailhead, because sometimes when you Google it or throw it in maps, it doesn't bring you to the trailhead and it can be so confusing. So coming from Portland, Oregon, I always know where the trailhead is through this app. And then I have my wedding planning app. I'm going through the knot and having my registries and going through Azazi for my bridesmaid dresses. And we're still currently trying to find a venue. I think we're actually going to go look in this next week or so it's super exciting. Lastly, on this page, I have the Strong app. Oh, I'm actually not logged into it right now. But basically what it does is it tracks all of your workouts. So if you're doing a deadlift, you can type in how many reps and sets and the weight that you did, and then it keeps it for you for future reference. You can save workouts, and it's just so much easier. And then on my last page here, I basically have all of my duplicates, and I have like my settings and Apple stuff and a lot of my games. I really haven't played these in a while, but this is kind of just my extras and some apps that I really don't use all that often. And I have all of my weather apps because we definitely need all the warnings here in Georgia. So now I kind of want to go into how I designed and created the aesthetic of my wallpaper here. So I'm going to show you two ways. So a way that you can download it and do it for free, and then another way where you can create it yourself. So you can actually go into this app called Brass, and there's a way that you can pay for it, but you don't have to. So I just go down to the bottom and go free. Like I said, there's going to be some ads on here, but honestly, it's so worth it. And basically it has all of these templates for you to use. So they even have like fall aesthetic templates. You can download the wallpaper and all the icons, and you can customize some of the icons in the app as well. But there's just some really pretty ones. They have like neon ones. So honestly, it fits like your whole aesthetic, anyone's aesthetic, honestly. And they have anime and just a bunch of different templates. So what I actually did, I kind of was looking through and I started off, and I really liked the neutral palette just because I like the tans and the clean whites. So I started with this one in the middle. And so then you go and you set up the theme. So you go easy install, and you can go through and click and unclick which ones you want to download, and it actually makes the shortcut for you. So again, you don't have to pay for ads. You go through it, and I've actually unlocked most of them already, but you would just press unlock and you watch an ad for like 15 seconds and then you're able to have it. So it takes a little bit of time, but if you're just going through or working on something else, you can just click the ads and go through it really easily. Then at the end, you can go through and you download them directly to your wallpaper, and it's just there on your phone already with the shortcut and everything. But sometimes when you're going through Brass, it does not have the app that you want to recreate, or it's just not the right color or aesthetic of what you're wanting or whatever it may be. So what I did was I actually went and just took a screenshot of my screen with the apps that they already had so I can kind of get the colors for it. And I went into Canva. I uploaded a screenshot of my wallpaper of a couple of the apps. And then I was able to go through, and you can go to the color and you click these and you can scroll over and pick the color of the app that you want to use. That way you can create your own within the same aesthetic that you're using from Brass. And I pick the colors, and then I just set them as the backgrounds for a bunch of the apps. And then what you do is you go through and you create an element. So I decided to type in like white YouTube. So then you just scroll through and there's a bunch of YouTube logos that you can use, and you just add them, rearrange them for however you would like, and you just change the color on it. So that's kind of what I did with a lot of these. You can kind of create it on your own. And so I really like that aspect. And then previously I even went through and created my own apps going through this way. So I have a bunch of these. This is kind of what I used previously, and I really liked it as well, but I just like the look of this one so much better with a little bit of the greens and neutrals, and I don't know, I just really like how calming it all looks. So then once you have the picture icon that you want to use, you want to go over to shortcuts. There's a lot of videos on this, but what you can do is go to the top right corner, press the plus sign. I'll do YouTube. So, YouTube. And then you go add action, and then you press scripting, open app, and then it says open app. You press on the word app, and then you can go find the app that you want to recreate. So I'm going to do YouTube, and then you press this kind of blue button up at the top and add to home screen. And this is where you can title it. So you can just title it YouTube, or you can honestly title it whatever you want. And then something that I like to do as well is actually putting a space in between each letter, because I think it kind of looks cool on your wallpaper. And then you press like the yellow thing and you go choose photo, and you can go through and choose any photo that you want. So we'll do the YouTube one, and then you press add, and then it'll go directly to your home screen where you can move it around wherever you would like. And you can also press on it, and basically just a little new shortcut pops up on your screen. And then I also want to show you guys how you can use the widgets as well. So if you hold the screen down in the top left corner, there's going to be a plus button, and then you can do the smart stack. So you can add a Pinterest board, music, Snapchat, I guess. But if you go down to the bottom and you download the app widget, you can add the little widget. So you can add small, medium, and large. So for this one, I'll add the medium because I already have that one done. And it's really easy to make the widget in the app. So you have to make it in the app first, and then you can add it to your screen. But you can completely customize it with different colors and everything. So that's how I did that. So I very much recommend doing that. Lastly, I want to show you guys real quick how I edit my photos. It's really, really simple, but I usually go into Lightroom, and I have all of my photos here. So we'll go to the top and we'll edit this one. So I have presets. So what I do is go to the presets and go down to my user presets. And I have a bunch of them, but I don't like to use a lot of them. I've actually kind of created my own that I like to use as well. So I have this one, and they kind of go a little bit brighter as they go along. And I also love using Aspen Ovard's presets. So I have this neutral one that I like to use a lot, and a warm one. Then you can kind of go in and you can customize them, add it lighter, darker. Sometimes I like to brighten up the photo because I just personally really like bright photos on my pictures and my thumbnails and everything. So that's kind of just what I do. So I kind of play around with it, and then you can go in and play with the colors a little bit too. Wow, that's very different. But that's kind of how I like to edit them, and it's a really easy way, and you can download other people's presets as well through Lightroom. So yeah, that's pretty much how I edit my pictures and how I create this aesthetic wallpaper. And like I said, on my Pinterest, I have a lot of other wallpapers, and I'm going to be adding my icons to that. Hopefully they'll be up by the time you're seeing this video. If not, I'm getting to it this same week, so just bear with me there. But I just really like the look of them, and I would recommend using Brass to just even look through to see what aesthetic and what pictures you would like to use. And Pinterest has so many pictures, and they even have some icons on there as well. But this is how I like to design my iPhone. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to see more lifestyle and vlogs and day in the life content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!